It's only April, but the Pittsburgh City Controller says several city departments have almost depleted their overtime budgets, and she's warning of a fiscal crisis to come. Mayor Gainey's team says it has things under control, but council members accuse the mayor of underfunding the budget to avoid raising taxes in an election year. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Ken Rice.
And I'm Kim Gable. KDKA lead investigator Andy Sheehan getting answers new at 6.
City Controller Rachael Heisler is sounding the alarm. Just 3 months into the new year, she sent this letter to City Council, warning the overtime budget is being depleted, the city having already spent $11 million to date. That's 75% of the Public Works premium pay budget, 66% of emergency medical services, and 87% of Public Safety Administration's allotment. Council members say they saw it coming, and today accused the Gainey administration of grossly underfunding overtime in other areas to avoid raising taxes or making serious cuts.
This probably is more of an election year budget to put a good face on it, but it was clear that the overtime we were not going to meet the challenges for the overtime.
We were going to run out of money maybe after an election or something like that, and then we'd be forced to either raise taxes or to cut jobs or to do something more drastic.
They're talking about an underfunded budget, so you didn't have to raise taxes and you didn't have to make significant cuts.
They're entitled to that opinion. That's not the case.
Council members estimate a $15 million shortfall in overtime alone. But while the Gainey administration concedes overtime spending is a moving target, Deputy Mayor Jake Pollock presented charts showing an uptick in jobs and construction starts, saying the city will have the tax revenue it needs to cover those costs.
We're going to be continuing to monitor this. In any event, we're confident that we have the flexibility to manage the cost of overtime for the year.
The high overtime is mostly due to serious understaffing of police, fire, and especially EMS, which we recently reported racked up $6 million in overtime in 2023, with 69 employees making more than $100,000. But the Public Works overtime budget is almost depleted, despite having hired 100 new workers. Pollock said that money went to snow removal.
It goes up at the beginning of the fiscal year in January and February, and then again in November and December. So it's not particularly surprising to us that a big portion of the spending happened there.
But council says it will begin looking at cutting non-essential areas, saying the mayor also underfunded critical areas like replacing the city's aging fleet of ambulances, public works trucks, police cars, and fire engines.
There's a lot of money we distribute in terms of grant funding. There's a lot of funding that we spend money on things that maybe we could hold off on.
But with the overtime budgets depleted, the city will be facing tough choices come summer, which programs and services to cut. Reporting at City Hall, Andy Sheehan, KDKA-TV News.